So y'all can get started whenever. We are live. Chuck and Ethan about to get going. You can hear it.
Yeah, I'll just fuck around. I'm gonna have fun. Are we live?
Yeah. I'll just fuck around.
Now, are you allowed to cuss?
Yeah. It's not made for kids. So grab my phone. You can talk real soft. It's not made. See, listen. You can hear me real good.
Yeah.
You will. Listen. You can hear me real good. You will. This is Scott Stevenson on the mic.
I'm Don Harvin.
This is Scott Stevenson on the mic. You see, it's going to be a little bit delayed. That's what we need to watch. It's going to be a little bit kind of like that. That's what we need to watch. Yeah, you're right. We're good. We are good to go. These guys do not know the rules of 10 ball, so this ought to be fun. Just kidding. This should be a good match. Two different styles. Ethan's a little more conservative. We'll play some safeties.
Who
Chuck
you
is
picking, Brian?
I don't know. It's just going to be my prediction yesterday was Ethan will get out to a lead, something like 5-2, 6-2, and Chuck will end up coming back and tying it up like 8-8, and doing a race to 3 for the end.
Chuck is a known grinder in our circles here. He is. He will wear you out.
Yes, he will. That's why this long match, I think, favors him. So we'll see how it goes.
It seems like, this game, it just seems like there's so much of how the rolls go,
Absolutely.
Make what you're supposed to make. And
I doubt we'll see too many breaking runs, but so it'll be who can fade the racks the best. We appreciate all 2 of our viewers right now, probably. We'll say hey to Blanche out there.
Emily.
Emily might be watching, yes. So,
and all the other yokels from Rabbit Hole.
we might have a few other commentators tonight for you. Jim Smith is here in the wings. We have Justin Applecus coming up a little later, so we might have some interesting commentary for you. All right, this is definitely not going to be a quick match either. Both are a little bit deliberate players, so settle in. I think we put the over-under at about 3 hours on this match, but that's probably a little high. All right, and we're off.
On your way, huh?
And we got us a dry break and a couple, looks like little trouble spots, so we'll see how long this first track takes. I imagine probably going to see a safety on the one.
To see what they're doing, what they're looking at from here, isn't it?
Yeah, we are on the sidelines over here. The feed is on a little bit of a time delay, so it's easier to commentate watching it directly. But, all right, that might have been a little two-way shot there and didn't get either way.
YouTube's famous for they automate that shit where they zap it.
Well, this is a dead-end street, isn't it?
I don't know, you might be able to cut that in a little bit of inside and hold it, but it's risky. I don't really see much of a safety here. Yeah, definitely hard to stay on that too.
That ain't where you want to be, right there.
Nope. He's going to be kicking. I don't know if he can kick it between those balls. If he can't, then both the cue ball and the 2 ball are going to stay up here on this end of the table, and that will be no good. Obviously, this is 10 ball, so this is call pocket. I did not see him call anything. So let's see if they remember that going forward. All right, we got a rail. Again, Chuck is a pretty aggressive player. I don't see him playing much safety here. He's probably going to go for this ball. It's going to be a tough shape to make it and go 2 rails around for the 3 in the same pocket. So
This guy is a grinder.
yes, he is. Again, like I said, he likes to go for shots rather than play safety. So I imagine he's going to try to cut this ball up the rail and probably play a little 2-way shot. would maybe try to bank it down to the bottom rail and get the cue ball behind that wall of balls, but again, he didn't usually play that style, but he did. That's what he went for. So, just still gonna be a tough out. A lot of
There's lots
cluster
of
over
trouble
here.
here, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Nobody's getting out anytime soon.
Nope. Even the 3 to the 4, it's gonna be a little sharp angle to try to cut it in the side if he just tries to leave the cue ball right there. Might try to pull it back. You can pull the cue ball back to the middle of the table. It gives you more options. Going forward, you risk going behind that 5 and 7. So it's either stop it or draw it back, I believe. Looks like we got a little early match tensions going on here. It's take them a rack or two to get in the flow of it. They've both been here practicing for 30-40 minutes though, so they're warmed up, but start of the match is always a little tense. You never really get into the flow to a couple games usually. Well, we're definitely going to see a safety here. Obviously, if the balls are frozen, then he can push through it. But if there is a gap, then we'll need to check for a bad hit. But it looks like he's going straight sideways. We'll see if he remembers to call anything. Just go to the under the table. He does know, he does play a lot of straight pull, so he knows some straight pull safeties. I'm not sure.
It's safe,
It's
right?
not terrible. No.
What do you do with that, Brian? What do you do?
I think I would try to roll the 4 up, like on top of that 9-10, real softly, and get the cue ball over behind the 5 ball on the other side of the table. Because that little cluster is going to stop the 4 for sure. Just got to judge your speed to get the cue ball on the other side. He went the other way. Same
Well,
sort of same
strong
principle.
there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep, that was a very good shot, and broke those balls out too. So that's even better. And Chuck has called the side pocket. It still is gonna be a little tough out. I mean, even with ball in hand, that 6 ball is no gimme. You gotta do a little combo or something there. Let's see if Chuck can hit this ball. That's a good hit. All right. Yeah, anything's better than ball in hand. So we'll see what Ethan's got up his sleeve here.
I don't know how you can see what you're seeing from here because we are 2 tables away with a bad angle, but it sounds good.
Yeah, I've watched a lot over the years, especially in the pool hall. Obviously, a lot of times you're down low on the table, so it's you can pick up a few things. Yeah, from here I definitely can't tell if the 6 goes by the 9 or not. I'm just trying to get a little too much shape there. I was trying to create an angle that wasn't there. Like I said, first rack jitters or whatever, going on here. That's why the over-under on this match is 3 hours, folks.
It's all good.
Yep.
These 2 guys are good buddies from way back when.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they rib each other, and they'll be quiet there since they're playing seriously here. I think both of them really want to win. So they're definitely taking this seriously. Even though the bet is, I think the bet's less than $1,000, so, nothing too crazy. But, yeah, they were betting a couple dollars between friends. It's, you might have got away with that. At least they left it long.
Yeah.
Definitely low percentage shot.
What do you think the percentages of some? you know, these top player Shane and Jason get out from here. But what's
Getting
the chances
out?
of these guys getting out?
These guys' chance of getting out is probably like less than 5%. A pro getting out from here is probably less than 20%, especially with that 6-ball sitting. I think most players would have played safe, or most top players would have probably played safe there, just because there is not really a chance of a run out. So, again, I can't see the angle on that 6-9 very well. I mean, it might be dead, but I don't think so from here. Oh, well, they're jamming. They might be
They're having
a
trouble.
little.
They'll settle in.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, I got a little something here to at least be able to see the angle a little better. All right, I got a little something here to at least be able to see the angle a little better. All right, we finally made the 4-ball.
If you make this 5-ball, you still got trouble, huh?
No, yeah.
That was a
Great
sweet
shot,
stroke.
yeah.
Huh? Ethan can have a really sweet stroke. When he gets going, that stroke is very, very impressive.
Not sure what he's going to be able to do here with this 9-ball. I mean, obviously 6-ball and 9-ball, but I have not heard him.
Doesn't
Well,
look like
I think
it.
he's calling the 9. Yeah, I don't know if. I think again here, this little 2-way shot, maybe shoot the shot, and obviously 6 going to stay about where it is and try to get the cue ball maybe 2 rails over behind the 7.
He doesn't like it, but I think he's shooting it anyway. I think we all do that sometimes. He got quick.
Yeah, like I said, there wasn't much going on. I got a scratch here too. So,
Chucky could get out here, right?
yeah, it's first open look for the whole table here. So. This is
You like
again.
the way he's going to this shot?
I would probably do it the other way
Yeah, me too.
and try to, send the cue ball toward where he's standing. But looks like he's going to go up table and might bring the 9-ball into play here. Pretty good. I think he's okay. Maybe not. Let's go straight up and down the table here and just leave yourself a little angle on the 8.
Oh, you
I got away with it.
good kick there.
Got away, gonna roll there, yep. Alright, that's set up pretty good. I'm just gonna see if he can get the first number on the board here. That's a good shot there.
I thought he was going to hold right there. He's got a little. He's all right there, right?
Oh, yeah, this is
Just
good.
enough angle.
Should be able to roll forward and bounce off that rail back out the middle of the table. If not, maybe draw it down, but I like going forward here. He tried to draw it. It was a quick stroke. That's why I like rolling that, just so you can free stroke it a little bit. And I got a little punchy. This is still definitely makeable. You don't have to worry about hitting this a little too hard, scratching in the bottom corner there. Alright, first game maybe in the book. He's got that scratch.
He's all right, but he's nervous.
All right. Flip your number over there. Whichever side you want. All right, Chucky looks like he's taking the left side. And we are on the board.
9.
Oh, he's
His
going to
number's
9. All right, so we are off and running. And this is Chuck Miller. He is the owner of our fine establishment here. We call it the Rabbit Hole. It's just a walled off section of one of his main garages here. We have a few pool tables here. That's actually my pool table that they're playing on. We have a few other gold crowns here we like to play straight pool on, but like I said, Chuck owns the place here, so he's getting a little screen time. And Ethan's one of the founding members of our little space too. He's one of the original key holders. So yeah, like I said, they've been friends for 30 years. So we're lucky to have these guys up here, and lucky Chuck lets us come up here and play. Again, so Chuck Miller and Ethan Smith. So Chuck doesn't get out to too many of the tournaments. He used to be a league player back in the 90s and 2000s up at Oscar's Q and Bar in Chapel Hill, if any of y'all remember that. Scott here with me has known Chuck for a while. Scott was more of a Massey Lounge guy. So any of y'all real old heads back in Chapel Hill in the day remember the Massey Lounge. That was Oscar's and Massey were the two main pool halls in town. And we all met each other at those places. All right, another dry break. I remember when me and Adam played here a few weeks back, the table was breaking tough. Neither one of us made too many balls on the break, so humidity outside's a little tough today too, so a little sticky. But they'll settle in and figure something out, I imagine. Alright, I don't know what he's going to do with this 2-ball. I'm not sure how he even gets on it. He must be able to see a little edge of it, yeah. Actually, yeah, that looks good. He got a little combo here. He's got the whole ball.
Like the speed, right?
Yeah, kept the 2 right in front of the pocket. Got to get an extension out, looks like. There's a lot of traffic in the way to get on this 3-ball, especially if you want to try to make it in the side, so you're probably going to just have to settle for the 3 in the bottom corner. It's always a little tricky with the bridge. Just have to get a good feel when you're trying to move the ball around a few rails. He's studying it pretty good. He's trying to figure out how to get around. Again, neither one of these guys have ever been accused of being a fast player.
There's a tester.
Yep, it's going to be well in here, but you don't have to do much with it. Just basically make it, and it stays on the 4. Again, this is beautiful equipment we're playing on, a gorgeous diamond table and aramith balls, and but yeah, this diamond plays very well. Our buddy Robert is the one who covered it, and he always does a great job covering it. It's been almost a year and a half, and it still plays really good. It's not the tightest diamond in the world. It is 4.5-inch pockets, but it doesn't play overly tight, but it'll definitely still spit a ball out if you don't hit it really good, but that's a little generous at times. That was a miss by Ethan, but I don't know if he sells out the game from here. See if Chuck can put a good safety on him. It's not bad. He might have a piece of it. He's got a piece of it. He can just nick the edge and try to put it on the bottom rail and cue ball on the other bottom rail or top rail. however you're looking at it. Well, I think he went for the cut there. So we're not playing whatever rules. He can touch the cue ball before it stops rolling without loss of game. Again, we were playing friendly here. All right, let's see if Chuck's safety pays off here. Let's use this with one rail, come around this 8-ball, and get shape, and everything leads to each other pretty well, looks like. You have to stay on the low side of the table. So it's a little straight here. It's going to be you have to work a little bit to get on that 6. That's not bad at all. That's a good shot. Drew it back. Thought he had a little more angle than that. So that's actually a nice shot. See if he can. You have to make up your mind. You either commit to going into the 10-ball or you try to spin it around it. So you got to commit one way or another. Spun it around it. Just got away from him a little more angle than he was wanting, but had to make sure he made that ball. So this is the one, if you jam it, it'll rattle out on you. So you got to smooth it, but smooth it tends to send you toward the other corner pocket. And you hit it pretty good. Put a little spin on that. Nice. Left himself a shot, an angle. No, I don't know if it should pass into the corner, past the 9, but he might opt to go the other way. It's almost a built-in two-way shot if you back cut it into the bottom left.
And he's going to roll right out for the 9 on the side. Chucky's very good at making these shots.
Mm-hmm. Tried the back cut, yeah. Alright, see if Ethan can clean it up and get this right. Well, that was a little uncharacteristic miss by Ethan there. He's obviously not warmed up completely. It's still early in the match. They are racing to 11. So like I said, we have a while to go here. So it's not too deep in there. I think he's just making sure if he cuts it a little too much, it will rattle. So he's got to play this pretty straight on and stroke it a little bit to get it up table rather than spinning it. You got to worry about stroking it with top and killing it. So I think they would spin that out pretty good. Pretty good there. Not quite. Looks like he's pretty straight in. I'd draw it straight back to where it is. And leave yourself at an angle. He can go forward, but you don't like shooting balls down table like that on the diamond. So, and again, it's didn't quite get there. So it's just a little off angle, but let's see if he decides to cut it in the side or bank it. From my angle, it looks like a dead bank, but looks like he's calling the cut. This is one, if you miss it, usually leave it near the pocket. So, I didn't hear nothing fall. And again, like I said, if you miss it, you normally hang it or leave it near. So, a little gift for Ethan. A little sloppy start from both players, but that's why it's a good even match. All right, Ethan took on the scratch, but got away with it. 1-1. we're going to take a little commentator break, and I'll be back with you shortly. Even now? Oh, yeah. Because those two are live and the one on the side of the phone. Like, you know, I have to sign into my YouTube. Like, you have to create a YouTube account, and you have to sign into that, and then you can, like, these people are already chatting. I don't even know who they are.
What are they saying?
Just hey, who you know what. So.
Okay.
All right, let me
I'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Laying everybody low with a love song that he made. Find the streetlight, steps out of the shade. Something like you and me, babe. How about it? Juliet says, hey, it's Romeo. He nearly gave me a heart attack. He's underneath the window, singing, daylight, how my boyfriend's gone. Shouldn't come around here singing up people like that. Anyway, what you gonna do about it? Juliet, the dice was loaded from the start, and I bet, baby, you exploded into my heart, and I forget the movie song. When we gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong? do the talk like the talk on TV. And I can't do a love song like the way he's meant to. I can't do everything, but I'll do anything for you. Can't do anything except be in love with you. All I do is and the way we used to be. All I do is keep the beat, the bad company. All I do is kiss through the bars on the rain. Julie, I do the stars with you anytime. But you when we made love, we used to cry. Said I love you like the stars above. I love you till I die. There's a place for love. You know the movie song. When you gonna realize it was just that the time was wrong. Julie, yeah, love struck Romeo. Sing the streets of serenade. Laying everyone with a love song.
All right, we're back. Or at least I'm back. Our other commentator, Scott, has exited the building. He's going to watch the rest from home with his lovely wife, Blanche. I'm over here with the legend, Jim Smith. Say hey, Jim.
Howdy.
Jim and I go way back. We met each other in the mid-90s at Oscars when I was playing in the tournament, and he would come up and play, and then I started running the tournament there at Oscars, and then we would have late night ring games after the tournament, and the owners were great. They let us stay because they knew we weren't drinking. We were just in there playing our little $2 ring games, and me and Jim Smith and our buddy Danny Winters and Casper, and we had about 6, 7, 8 guys. EL liked to play a lot of one pocket, but yeah, we'd always have a few little games. Uh-oh, I'm being summoned to the table. Great shot there. I was actually on top of it. It was harder than it looked on camera because that 7 was on the rail, so he had to hit that perfect to make it, and he sure did. Sorry, the commentating maybe was a little loud right there in front of him. But at least it was a compliment that I was giving him, not... Good shot. Got a little Chucky shuffle out of that one. He's good at little Scotty Scheffler. He'll shuffle his feet sometimes when he shoots the shot. A little body English. Alright, he cuts this. He should be able to come over. Alright. Nicely done. Good speed on that one. I don't know what's going on over here. Nice shot there. Just rolled up a little bit. Just draw it back a little. I'm going to draw that a little more, I think. Alright, so let's see if he can roll this down. Shouldn't be too hard. Stay one rail. You can go 2 rails if you're outside on it. I hit it good, but just missed it. Alright, see if Ethan, it's definitely not an easy shot. Well, this is definitely cuttable. And you definitely have to go up past the 10 and back down. I don't think you can hit this soft. Nothing down. Just overcut it. It's hard to overcut it at that angle. And these chuck about the same type shot. You have to watch. If you don't put any English, it naturally wants to scratch in the bottom right as we're looking at it. So yeah, I tend to like to shoot this with like straight top, and yeah, that definitely leads for a scratch. If you put outside on it, it's very missable. So alright, there he is, it's floating. It's, I'm telling you, I've done it enough to know. But he made it, so now just see if he can get it in the side. See if he stays down on it. I tend to raise up on this shot. Yeah, pretty good. Oh man, that was a good miss there. Yeah, neither one of them really warmed, or they were warming up, but both of them I think are a little tight here in the match. Yeah, like both shots they definitely shouldn't have missed, but like I said, it's only 2 games in, so they'll settle in a little bit. That's Justin Applequist here, who's just walked in the door, so that's who I was chatting with there. He noticed that Chuck was not in full stroke yet. I don't think Ethan is either. Hit that ball really nice. Alright, good shot. Well, at least one of them earned it there. So, anyway, we're rolling right along. It's 2-1. We appreciate all the people who are watching right now. I started this channel, Plum Crazy Billiards, a few months back, just to be able to stream stuff like this and go do some commentary and have some fun with it. So it's different when you play on the stream, even though these guys have been playing here on this table for 5 years, but it's a little different when you have a camera going and playing for a little something, and a little extra pressure. So we're here having fun, trying to make everybody better. I know me and Adam had a nice little run. We've had 4 separate matches here, and well, except for that very first one, the next 3 have been really, really good, and I think helped both of our games. So I know Adam's playing great. Finally got a ball on the break here, and a shot on the ones. We off and running here in this 4th rack. I'm not sure what kind of shape he can get on that 3 ball. Yep. You can try to slide on either side of that 6 ball. But it's amazing how big that thing is, and then if you hit the 6, might tie something up. So he's definitely gonna have his work cut out for the first couple shots, but then after the first couple, it opens up pretty good. And he just stopped it right there. He's gonna take the long shot. It's those young eyes he's got. You just have to hit it and roll forward. It's a tough shot. He's got to make this one. He hit that really good. Oh man, he hit it too good. Oh my God. Man. That's insane. Ethan gets the ball in hand and see if he can run them out and go up 3-1. He's getting put back together here, putting his glove back on, and on that he just went outside for a second. So we're back and see if he can settle in, and he's got to get on this 6 ball. Actually, the 4 to the 5, but then see if he wants to try to just go under on the underside of that 6, or I mean, he's got to. There's no. I wouldn't want to play the 6-9 combo, but so let's see how this turns out. He's got an angle. Let's see how his speed is here. I like to just roll this with spin. You try to pop it a little bit, and cue ball can go a little away from you, and you know. I'll see if you get straight in on the 6, it'd be perfect. Hit it pretty good. Not quite straight in, but he'll have he's got the 7 in the corner or the side, so he can just go ahead and be free and just make this ball. Yeah, pretty good. All right. So looks like got a good enough angle to come down table. I like going all the way down to the bottom rail with a little spin, and then make sure you keep an angle on that 8 ball though. It's real easy to get straight in on the 8 here and not be able to get to the 9. So yeah, I like to commit one way or another. Either commit to middle of the table or commit to the side rail. Yeah. Alright, so he might have left him a little tweener here. That's again, like I said, he didn't really commit one way or another. It's pretty straight. So you can draw that back. You draw it back toward the 10. If you go forward, you got to put a lot of spin on it, and you got to make sure you make it. It's easy to overcut that if you go forward. Well, a little short there, but I mean, it's a little very choppy angle on this 9, and this is bad. This is when if you miss this 9, you normally hang it. So, and it's, you know, it's not super hard to get backwards a little bit on that 10. You only got to get backwards a few inches. You don't have to come back 2 feet. Wow, he went forward, and man, he hit it good. Just, well, we are tit for tat, 2 for 2.
I think he missed the English on that.
Yeah, he wanted to. That's one of the things, maybe a little too hard, a little softer, and that English catches a little bit more and then spins it around. But, well, they're both giving them back and forth, so this is kind of what we paid to see. Got anything you want to say to the crowd? Yeah, it was nice out. Nice out, yeah. Chuck was just commenting on how nice his out was there on that last rack. technically. Scratch on the last game. No. No, it doesn't carry over.
I don't care if you never come home. I don't mind if you just keep on rolling away on distance. 'Cause I don't love you when you don't love me. Call it promotion when you cover town. You're on a smile and you melt. And your love was a friend and all of the time. I don't like yours and you don't like mine. I don't care what you do when the night falls. I don't care how you picture the lights on. You're wrong, I will just let me. I don't love you when you don't love me. I got a problem. I got a woman. Call it love, baby. You fell.
This is going to be tricky. I'm not sure he can beat the scratch here. From the side angle, it definitely doesn't look like he can beat the scratch. Looks to me like it's sitting right on that point. He is called safe. A little too much spin. That was a good idea. So he's damaging my table over there, but you know, that's right, yeah. Check out a lot of spin on that. I think that worked out really well. He's going to have to come all the way around the table with this one, though. He's a lot of side spin on this one. He hit that really good too. Chuck and play. He'll grind you out. So, nice. But a good stroke on this one, and bottom English, and just trying middle of the table. Looks like he's going high on the ball though. He's letting a stroke out in the last two. Okay. You don't normally want to have to be shooting down table like this. This is what kills a lot of my straight pull runs on this table, is having to shoot shots down to the other end of the table. And it looks like that 8-ball's got him blocked, going the way he wanted it to go. He's banging on my table too, I swear. They're just killing my equipment here. Well, there'll be an extra fee. It looks like he's called the top left as we're looking at it. That definitely puts him rolling into this 10 or 9. Well, he missed the 10 and 9, but that's because he undercut it.
I thought you can go forward with the cue ball and maybe carry him into the 9, sort of stop the cue ball there and have a shot on the 8. I don't know why he tried to draw it back.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And I think if he'd have made it, he would have definitely hit the 2 balls. But Ethan can go for the bank here. I doubt you get much cover with that 8 ball, so it's not really a two-way shot. But if you go for the bank, I think you go all out and just try to stick it nice and hard. But you got a pretty good safety here. I don't think I've seen him call a pocket, so I'm imagining safety then. Either put the 7 up on the 9-10 cue on the other end of the table, or 7 to the other end. It's a little soft. I don't think he's going to like that. Almost like crossing the 7 back into the 9-10 there, and like I said, cue ball down to the other end of the table. At least create separation. And, alright. Just go straight in here. Just got to basically make it, stop it. Don't do too much else with it. He hit it. It wiggled in. It rolled forward a little though, so it's a little awkward cut here on backwards on this 8. This would either you let the cue ball float and go to the right side of the 9-10, or you try to stick it and spin it, but oh man, that's tough. I don't know if he's even going to be able to avoid hitting the 10. This is where a safety might be a better option. I don't know, he was about to shoot the 9, and Ethan told him he was shooting the 8, so good sportsmanship from Ethan there. So again, I think a safety here, I think is the proper option, to try to put the 8 over to the side rail and cue ball behind the 9-10 as best you can get it. Like I said, if you try to cut it in, you're basically turning the cue ball loose. You don't know what's going to happen. We cut it again, like I said, yeah, and then the cue balls turned loose and broke it out. We'll see. Ethan can roll this or stick it. It's probably going to try to stick this and hold it kind of as close to the middle table as you can. I think if it rolls, you risk hitting the 10 and end up on the back end of the table, which you don't want to do. So, he got away with it. See if he can take advantage of that good roll. Looks good. He's still stretching. Alright, he's going for the double extension. The extension for the extension.
If you only had a bazooka.
Justin is a big fan of the bazooka extension. He brings that up here all the time. It's good though. It extends it a lot. Well, we are rolling right along. It's 3-2 Ethan. And Ethan's for Chuck's break. Hey, we're up to 10 viewers here. All right. We're seeing a good match. I don't know. The quality is picking up. I think they're settling in a little bit. There's these races, you tend to tighten up those first few racks, and then you realize we're going to be here a while. So you settle in, and we're going to 11. So again, the over/under I set on this match was 3 hours. And I think we started just before 7:30, or right at 7:30. So we're right about an hour in. 5 games. But 10 ball does usually take a little bit longer since it is call ball and one extra ball on the table, and then the break's always a little tougher. So I didn't see him use a break cloth there, but we're going to let him get away with that since he does own the place. I'll probably be recovering this table in the next few months. I'm trying to get it over to my garage. Shout out to Joe Ramey if he's watching. Hopefully get him over, get him working on my project. Alright, Chuck's got the 2 ball here. What's he gonna do? Oh, he's got the 1 ball there. I can see that in the middle there. Looks like he can hit it. Not sure he can make it. Looks like he got an edge of it though. Just hitting it doesn't do much for him though. This might be a good time to push. Even though sometimes you can see it, your better option is, pushing away. Yep, he just said push. I like that. He's probably not going to get it back, but I think that was his best option. I imagine we're going to see a safety here. We'll see what Ethan has up his sleeve. He's gotten really good at these types of safeties. He thinks about them and figures out the right shot. And he's been working a little bit with Mike Davis here and there for the last year or so. So he's gotten a lot better at least seeing these safeties and executing them. And he hit that really good. Chuck might get a piece of it, but that's still pretty good execution by Ethan. That was not easy. Again, Chuck can hit it, but he's going to have to probably send the cue ball around the table to get any kind of separation. Unless he's trying to send the cue ball behind the 3-9, but that's asking trouble. That Chuck does play a lot of straight pool. That's probably his best game. He's also a very good carom billiards player. We do have a carom table here at his place. So he regularly wears us out down there on the carom table. So he sees a lot of interesting shots. I don't think that was quite what he had in mind there, but I foresee Ethan trying to put that cue ball behind the 3 if he can. It depends on where that 1's going. All right, 9, that works too. Nice. Checkle is going to be forced to kick off this bottom rail. I don't think he can go off directly out the side. He's looking at 2 rails, wrapping it out of the corner there. Again, like I said, he's a very good 3 cushion player, so he always judges these shots very well. Didn't call anything, so as Ethan's choice, he can give the shot back to Chuck right where it is, like a push. That's the penalty for making a ball without calling it in 10 ball. You lose your turn, but it's your opponent's choice to give the shot back from right where it is. It is not a foul. All right, he's playing safe again. I said Ethan's got a good eye for the safeties. Hit that pretty well. Should be a easy enough hit though off this side rail. Depends if he wants to kick at it and try to make it, or kick at it and try to stick it. If you kick at it and try to make it, that's I don't necessarily love it. If you miss it, it leaves it pretty tough. I almost like trying to kick at it real short and try to stick it and get the cue ball, a 2 ball, to maybe hopefully go off the bottom rail and behind the 3, 7, 10, somewhere over there. Either way is tough. I mean, but like I said, it should be an easy enough hit. Again, like I said, Chuck's a pretty deliberate player, and he'll think his option's over, just like Ethan. That's why I don't think the pace of play is going to affect either one of them, because they're both used to it. Might get rewarded for this. No, this is not terrible. I mean, that's the shot, but I mean, looks like you're shooting the 2-9 combo here. I don't think the 2 will go past. So then if you shoot 2-9 combo, then you can use the 2 to get 3. He did call the 9 ball. To try to make it with the cue ball. Okay, and with separation. I'm trying to bait Chuck into going for the shot, I think. He is forward in the corner. It's easy to hook himself behind the 5, scratch. Or just miss it. But I believe he was hooked even if he made it. Now, this is it's not the easiest shot on the side here. You gotta shoot this a lot harder than you want to get any shape on the 3, so you can't just roll it. Unless you just want to play safe on the 3, more than likely. Getting perfect shape on the 3, I mean, you got jack up, fired in probably. I don't think it's too risky to try to get back over where you are, because, again, you can hook yourself very easily or scratch, so. I hit him pretty good. Let's see if he gets a shot. Looks like he did. That's a great shot. Very good shot there. Alright. See, let's go 3 to the... I think that is the 4 ball up by the 6. He's got to go back and forth a little bit here. Got a little soft. Probably want to be up table another 1.5 or 2 feet there. It's a pretty straight in angle too. You can He just try to stop it, or yeah, so he's looking at the. He tried to draw it and pass the side. I think he's got the angle to do it, but that definitely makes the shot harder, and you risk scratching. So I think I would have liked to probably just stop it. Yeah, good. You got a little extra out of it. You have to fire that in. That's not very missable when you hit them that hard, but you hit it good. So like I said, I think both of them are settling in a little bit now, and starting to see a little bit better patterns and shots from these guys. Nice stroke there. That's right where you need to be. Just you can stop it right where it is. Maybe roll forward just a little bit. And checking the angle. It's always good, you know. It's easy to get in a hurry and pat yourself on the back and, you know, screw up a little. So it's good to go around and look at that every once in a while. Oof. Yeah, it's a little too much angle here. He's got a. I think the 9 ball's okay though. I mean, you can't get all the way on the top rail, so you either got to really slow roll this, and then you have a chance to miss it, or go ahead and hit it a little harder and come out and go 3 rails middle of the table, back out to where the spot is. That's what he likes to do. Yep. That's good speed. I figure you can go any way you want here. It's all personal preference. You can go top a little inside. You can go a little outside, a little bottom. It's not too deep in there. You got a rail to work with, so it's all speed right here. It's again, you don't want to be shooting balls to the other end of the table from here. Like I said, this kills a lot of my straight pull runs. Because here's where the diamond definitely will rattle you if you aren't dead in. Yeah, I told you. I know this table pretty damn well. I've missed that shot 100 times in straight pull. Well, we are staying right neck and neck. There's not been more than a 1-game lead either way.
I'm glad y'all keeping it close for the fans. Had a couple 10 balls. Got it. Oh, PB down there too?
leaving it in front of the pocket.
9 and 10 is
Yeah.
look like they're okay for a combo.
Let's see if we can get some good shape here. That's not bad. Got back down the table. And pinch it a little bit, 2 rails, and come back around right by where he is. A little soft. I'm not sure what he was going for there. Okay, just a safety here. So, I don't see much any kind of offense. I mean, you're not going for that 7-9 combo on the side, I don't believe. But maybe bank it. Didn't hear him call it though. It's not the greatest, but let's see what Chuck can come up with here. I don't think he might be able to squeeze that 7 behind that 10. Nah, I mean, that doesn't, well, they're playing no early 10s, so it doesn't win. It'll spot back up. So, yeah, so they're playing alternate break, push out, 3 foul. But yeah, no early 10s for wins. You can combo it and make it, call it, and it'll just spot back up and keep shooting. Yeah, that's a good shot. He was able to squeeze that by there. Yep. Alright, and that 8-ball's blocking the kick shot too, so that's actually a very good safety. And you're jacked up all over that 10, so that's a little awkward cueing. He did call a side pocket. He's gonna try to backspin it a little bit. A little too much spin. Alright, let's see. Chuck should be able to bang these right out. Also, take note of Chuck's shirt. We had those made up a couple years ago. It's an actual picture of Chuck's ponytail that we had superimposed onto a shirt for his cronies. So, yeah. So it's kind of funny to watch him or see him wear it. He's got almost 2 exact ponytails on his shirt. Alright, stayed on the right angle, so should be able to just roll forward, and there should be a good angle on the side for the 9. Again, I like to go to the rail here. I mean, he might try to put bottom and slide it, but I prefer to just roll it to the rail and out. It's much easier to control your pace and everything that way. Yeah. It didn't come out as far as he wanted. This still should be okay, but yeah, I believe it does. I don't know if he fires it in and plays the 10 on the side or just rolls it and plays the 10 in the corner. I fired it. Okay. Yeah, I think he just nice and easy. Just make sure it don't skid. Alright. Chuck has taken the lead. 4-3. again, this shirt is great. So that was one of the best things we've done. Like I said, that is an exact picture of his ponytail from a couple years ago that we had put on the shirt. So you can see it's a little longer now. Yeah, I think we have a picture of all of us wearing the shirts, and our backs are turned and he's turned, so it's actually a great picture of all of us with the shirt on. So now Chuck can give that back to him.
What's that?
Yeah, that was um, both guys forgot the rules there for a second. I had to go clarify that after you make a ball on accident, if you don't call it, then you do have the option to give the shot back. So since it's all friendly, I wanted to make sure everybody knew the rules. That was a great hit. I think we're involved in a little safety battle this game. Ball's tied up. Chuck might go for this one here though and run a few. That 7-8 combo doesn't look too bad, so this potentially could make an out here. Just roll this down and roll back up for the 4 and Ethan's got roughly the same shot he had a minute ago. 2's a little closer to the pocket. Always like rolling this ball though, but I think you're forced to stop and pop it. You could try to roll it past the 5, but trying to roll it. It's a short window to get in, I tell you. You know, I think he's hooked. I have to be going for the jump cue. Yeah, because, I mean, to get where you need to get to, I mean, you got to roll for another 6 inches. But if you roll for another foot, then you don't really have a shot. So it's a pretty small window to try to get in from there. But can't tell if he's kicking at it. Yeah. All right, got a rail. Let it go, leave. Ethan wanted to inform all the viewers that Chuck is using his brake cue. Chuck's using Ethan's brake cue and Ethan's jump cue. So Ethan's saying that Chuck's using 2/3 of his own equipment. So again, these guys are great friends. So, and Chuck owns, you know, a bunch of cues. He probably owns 20 jump cues and 30 brake cues, but he's electing to use Ethan's today. Chuck has a little bit of a shoulder problem, so it's hard for him to get his arm up very high like this. He's a better dart jumper than he is a side jumper, but he hit that ball really good. Oh. Jim Smith has just commented how good everybody's been jumping, that both of them have pretty much executed all their jump shots. Ethan's seen the same shot about 3 times in a row here, shooting a ball into this corner pocket. That's a tough shot, not that much distance. Your percentages are not high. All right, Chuck has a good chance to at least clear these 3 balls. Let's see how he elects to get on the 5 here. Come backwards and try to hit the 6, or you can go forward a couple rails, and then you got to worry about getting behind the 6. So this could be a little tricky. Yeah, right between them. How about that cue ball control? I like to play the 6 in the same pocket as the 5 here, but you can hit it softer and play it in the other corner. All right. Yep. So this combo looks pretty lined up. You don't have to worry about the 7 squirting out one way or another, though. If it's not a dead straight, then you pop it. 7 could squirt 6 inches to the right or 6 inches to the left, and not leave you a shot. I think he wanted to be straight in. Obviously did not get there. This might be better. This might be one of those that might be a blessing in disguise, because you roll this and shoot it, and the 7, like, it shouldn't go too far from here because you're putting top on it. So 7 should stay pretty close. Yeah, just like that. So yeah, he hit that ball really good. So it looks like he might be a little straight in here, and just take the short side. Just don't leave yourself straight in. Leave yourself a little bit of an angle. It's easy to roll it down and just in habit leave yourself straight in on that 9. Because you're scared to leave yourself too much angle, but you almost can't. Okay. So I'm just going to have to roll it forward and take a long shot on that 10. Okay. Moment of truth here. About as far away as you can get. He hit one like this a minute ago, though. I mean, strokes as straight as it's gonna be. So stay down on it, and let's see if he does a Chucky shuffle on this one. Well, good thing standing up. Sometimes it's tough to make yourself stand up. So, good for him on that at least. Reset. Man, he hit it great.
Nice out.
All right, Chucky with a commanding 2-game lead. First one of the match. All right, Ethan needs this one. Still going to 11, so even if Chuck wins this, not pulling too far ahead, but you don't want him to get too far out after Ethan. You might keep it, 1 or 2 games just for psychological purposes. If it's close and both still might be playing a little tight, one guy gets a 3 or 4 game lead, and it's easy to loosen up and play a lot better. All right, no dry break. So Ethan hasn't figured out the break yet. Chuck's been making a ball or 2 here, so I think safety should be in order here, but you never know with Chuck. He'll cut this ball down the rail sometimes. It's not a terrible 2-way shot, but notice you can't control the Q and the 1 if you do that. So, but the safety's not super easy. Oh, that's nice. Edged that ball. He deserved better. He hit that ball really good. It's tough to hit that ball that thin. It's just a little hard. Well, Ethan's got to work it out here. See what his stroke's made out here. I don't know if he's going to go backwards or forwards, but either way, he's going to take a nice stroke. That wasn't his best. Almost a little deceleration on that. That didn't prime safety spot for Chuck. You can go a couple different ways here, and you got a nice wall of balls to hide behind either way. I got a little Chucky shuffle on that one. He hit it great. I think it's right on top of that ball. Yep, we have a tough hit here. We still got a couple viewers out there. Looks like Ethan opted to just tie those balls up and make it a tougher run out for Chuck. Again, we're playing no early 10s as a win, so don't have to worry about a early combo here, nothing like that. Now we do have a 3-foul rule in effect, though, so I'd be looking in that direction. Chuck sometimes forgets that. He's always looking for a combo. He'll pull some straight pull combos out of the stack sometimes that are unbelievable. So he knows how to throw balls and manipulate the shots a little bit. I'd be trying to break it out. Looks like he's just playing for a straight combo here. Must be lined up really nice. Again, you have the 3-foul in your back pocket too, but like I said, he's shooting this like it's a hanger. Yep. Alright, I think you just got to get up and down the table a few times, but everything's pretty much in front of the pocket here. Just makes this ball. Basically, middle of the table, right in front of the spot works great, so And just make this and come straight down the table, and you're dead in line on every ball after that, basically. So that's about right. Little off the straight end, but that's okay, I think. Again, I just try to stop it right there. Not do too much. Even if you're straight on this and stop and get straight in on the 5, then draw it back and keep that angle on the 6. So I wouldn't try to do too much here either way and cheat it too much and miss a ball, trying to get yourself an extra inch or two. Nice stroke there, under control. I think it's a little farther away, and this is like he's a little more work than he's wanting, but he seems to be stroking it a lot better now. He's settled into the match a little bit, and he's made a lot of good long shots here, so he's gonna keep having them though. It's fell out a little bit, and each shot's a little bit worse and a little bit worse, and I don't think you can slow roll this ball. It's a sellout shot if you do, but man, it's so hard to hit it hard enough to get across table and back out in the middle when you're up on that rail like that. So I don't think you have much choice but to slow roll it. Justin saying maybe 3 rails on this, but man, you're so close to the rail on the cue ball, it's tough to put enough stroke into it to get it to come around. If you could get a little lower on the cue ball, it'd be a little easier, but having to hit the top part of the cue ball, it just wants to stay on that bottom end of the table. And like I said, he just had to settle for the slow roll, and I don't know if he got hooked behind the 9 or not. I don't think he did, but whew. He's okay. He's gotta come with another shot here, but shit, he makes this shot perfect. 2 rails around the 10 back to the bottom of the table for the 8. So all you got to do is make this. But I mean, most people play safety, but Chuck he's not going to play safe here. Well, he is playing safe. Look at that dog. That old Sly dog there. That was a great shot. I did not expect that from him. I expected him to go balls out for that ball. But no, that was perfect. That was the correct shot. And he hit it perfect. You can't jump this. I mean, cue ball flies off the table if you jump it. So he's kicking at it, but he didn't call a pocket. So he's going to hit that really good. And man, he got rewarded for hitting that ball good. That's a great shot too. Both of them. I was clapping for both of y'all. Good safety and a good kick. All right, Chuck's back to the jump cue. This is that awkward distance for me that I have trouble jumping this one. It's a little close to do the sidearm jump, but the dart jump I'm not very good at, and I'm surprised Chucky's not going to dart this one. Like I said, he's got that shoulder injury, so it's tough for him to get a lot of elevation on the sidearm. Yeah, clip the 10 on the way up. That's tough. All right, Ethan should be able to clean these up. Just don't overthink these. Just make sure you get on the proper side of the 8 here, and then that's all you gotta do. And yep, he's there. He's fine. Now just roll out to where that bottom spot would be about, I think is where you want to be. Yep. That's not too bad. And yeah, one rail out and a little bit and straight in the corner. That's the way I like it. All right, big game for Ethan there. He needed that one. That was Big game. Keep it at 5-4.
That 6 ball, Chuck, the 6 ball. You had that crazy, you're on the rail. 6 ball over here. 1, 2, 3, and supposed to make the perfect ride, though, isn't it?
Well, theoretically, but I know. Super point of view here.
Oh, it's that much.
That was a nice hit by Chuck. He's not going to get really rewarded for it, but sometimes that's the case, but it's always better than balling in. So I'm back here with Jim Smith. So Jim, how long have you known Ethan? Jim.
48 years.
Yeah, a long time. Obviously, Jim is Ethan's dad, so I think we all know who he's rooting for. No, they're both great. I've known Jim actually longer than I've known Ethan. Like I said, we used to play in the ring games back in the day at Oscars. I met Chuck back there back in the day too. He played on a pool team with one of the other guys here, Larry, that plays in our Tuesday night straight pool thing. And Ethan was coming up to Oscars before I think he turned 21, playing in the pool tournament. So I've known both the Smiths for quite a long time. They're some of my favorite people. And Chuck too. Like I said, I've known Chuck since the late 90s, and super awesome person. You know, it's awesome he lets us have this place up here, and you know, lets us come in and play. And okay. Mine might look like it worked, but he did not seem to like it, so he must have left Ethan a piece of that ball. Not sure what he's trying to do here. I don't think he's got enough ball to make it. He had plenty of ball. That's a great shot there, especially if it's by that 8. Oh, hell yeah. That's a fantastic shot. I just spoke to Ethan for a second off camera, and he said he's starting to settle in a little bit here. Like I said, sometimes these sets take a little while to just get composed and relaxed and realize it's going to be a while. You're going to be here a couple hours. We're all used to playing in the, these short races. There's little races to 7, and sometimes you get in those, and you start out slow and you're down 5-0, and basically the set's over, and you're down 5-0 in race to 11. You still got a long time to go. So, like I said, it's just a different mindset when you're playing these big races. Getting another good hit by Chuck, but that's going to lead to another safety. He's going to have to keep doing it. Ethan's good about this, so Ethan's pretty patient. He'll keep playing you safe, and Chuck's patient too. Chuck will just keep hitting them. Can't tell you how many times I played Chuck and straight pull, especially when I was first learning, and man, I'd be up. We like to race to 60, and can't tell you how many times I was up on him. 45 to 10 or 52 to 20, and he'll just grind it out, and that's why we call him the grinder. He never gives up, and make a few balls at a time, play safe, and next thing you know, it's 52 to 50. It's like, so a little leg kick on that one. Tree topped over that 8, man. That's always tough when you're jacked up. I mean, so limits what you can do with the cue ball. And to hit a solid hit, I mean, you're hitting the top edge of the ball, so it's tough to get a nice square hit. See if he can roll it down, maybe play safe behind the 9. I can't quite tell. I don't know. He had the whole ball. That's a great shot. Mine gonna look like this ball's tied up. Very nice. And now it looks like it should be runnable. As long as that 8 goes on the side, which I'm pretty sure it does. Just stay in line. Put a little bottom on this or a little side spin, depending on your preference. He rolled a little past his tangent line here. He wanted to stay right on line with that. Now he's forced to go down table just a little bit, and that you're straight in on the 7. You can just stop the 8 and straight in on 9, straight in, pop. Now he's off a little bit. He either has to roll the cue ball all the way down table and back, or try to draw it over near the 8. Or it's, what was a nice simple out has now turned into a little bit of a challenge. He stroked it good, but that's a long way to have to go. It's, 6 feet down and 8 feet back. You know, it's that was tough. Now, I mean, I think you just play safe here. I think you just hit the edge of the 8 and leave it behind the 10 and cue ball down the other end of the table. Or looks like he's going the left edge of the 8, maybe behind the cue ball behind the 10, but that's so delicate. Again, he plays a lot of 3 cushion and stuff, and, so he's good at these type of shots. That's nice. I mean, he hit it pretty good. I don't know if he completely got it. He's shaking his head like he didn't. Ethan, looks like he's got a shot at it, but he's taking his time. It's a big game. We could tie it up if Ethan wins it. Otherwise, Chuck will regain his 2-game lead. So, yeah, I can't tell quite the angle. I believe he's got the angle to obviously cut it in the bottom right. I don't think the bottom left. He's going for the safety. That was a good try. He almost got it both ways, and he didn't get it either way. Now, just a little bit further on the 8, and 9's got him. A little bit softer on the cue, and the 10's got him. It's a perfect storm of badness. Just roll this in, take what you get on the 9. Looks like he's going to have to stay on the short side of the 10 again. It's, again, you don't want to have to be shooting the balls down to the other end of the table if you can help it. Wow. I think he got away with that. That was, that could have been really, really bad. And, I think he's just perfect. He's just going to have to make sure he doesn't get a double hit here. Well, big win for Chuck there. Back to 6-4. Keeping the pressure on Ethan. Oh, and you were over top of the 8? I didn't see it either. Arm wrestle.
So you move any ball while you're shooting. All right.
But if you were just bridging over it, and pre-stroking and then moved it, it wouldn't be a foul. But when you actually take it.
I mean, Ethan, I just didn't know. I didn't know.
No, nothing other than a friendly reminder.
Because I didn't notice I hit.
And you want to take a little break since we're at 6?
Yeah.
All right, we're taking a little 5-minute break. We're at 6 to, we're at the halfway point. Been a good match so far. 6-4. This is your commentator, Brian Plummer. Hello to my lovely wife, Emily. If she's watching, she's probably not. And I think we had 3 viewers my last time in it. So, how you thinking the match is going so far?
I've missed a lot of balls. This kind of environment I really like, playing a challenge match, because it puts more pressure on me, but it also points out the errors, which is a good thing. It helps you learn, and I've made a lot of mistakes. I've made some good shots, but a lot of mistakes, so just got to tighten up.
These long races are two-edged sword too. You get to correct some of your mistakes, and but the longer you play, the more mistakes you can get. So
yeah, I think I'm in it. I'm just I probably should be ahead, but I'm not. So that's on me, and I got to do what it takes to get ahead. Do that next.
all right. So we'll get Chuck's first thoughts on this match. How you think this match is going so far? How you shooting? We're not on there.
I never,
Well, you can't see you, but
I never feel like I'm shooting good.
that's right. The first few games definitely looked like it took you a minute to settle in, both of y'all. But it looks like you made some nice, good long shots the last couple games. So it looks like you settled in a little bit. The table's playing okay, looks like.
Yeah, it plays good. I mean, it's fun. It's just that,
These races are a little different beast when you're going to long races and,
especially playing something, playing 10 ball.
All right, well, just wanted to get your thoughts. We're back.
I thought the break is killing me, so I got to make a ball on the break.
It's probably the racker's fault, but
Yeah, he sucks. If we could get a new referee rack, maybe. Just suggesting.
Oh, my shoulder's hurting a little bit. I don't think I can get you a good one. So. All right, we had a short pause to go check the tires of the car. They are right where they need to be. I'm being summoned for a shot. Nice shot by Chuck there. It's a very good stroke. Avoided the double hit, but didn't get the shape he wanted. But Was a very nice shot. Again, he's abusing my table, smacking it. I'm going to have to talk to these guys about that. Nah, I'm obviously just kidding. That's a nice hit. See if he gets rewarded. I mean, he left it a little tough. He makes a good shot here and gets on the floor. It's yeah. But that's always a tough shot. Might have got away with it. Might have got. Not sure if Chuck can make this or not. No, he can't make it. He gets to be almost a full ball though. I think you can see it straight on enough to bank it, but it looks like he's going more of a safety route. Well, it's kind of going for the bank there. Left it tough enough for Ethan. I imagine a safety's coming here. I don't really see any benefit of going for that steep one pocket style bank. Well, yeah, definitely didn't want that. Even if he is hooked a little bit, you don't want to leave it in front of the side. Ooh, beat the scratch. It's gonna work out just lovely, I think. So that's good. Even though you'll more than likely end up on the bottom side of the side pockets, the 6 is so close to being in the pocket that you should be able to keep your angle on the 7, and the 7 goes in the opposite bottom corner pocket too. So you can always roll forward and play the 7 in the bottom left instead of the bottom right. So I wouldn't try to do too much with this. It's might be a little tricky there. Yeah, I would have just stayed over on the other end of the table and hell, you can even go 3 rails around on them balls back out the center. I'm not sure what you do here. It looks pretty much scratched no matter what you do. I think you gotta play the cue ball maybe behind the 7-10. Man, that's super tricky. Okay, it's not terrible from where he was. That's gonna get him back to the table, but he might be safe behind these balls. Can't tell, might just hit the edge of this and go, yeah. No, he's not full. It's not a good shot. It's tentative. He's been tentative on a few of these safeties here. I don't know if he's got the speed of the table down, or like I said, if he's just a little weak arm right now, or usually when I'm trying to do those delicate safeties, it's easy for me. My misses come up short. I mean, you're trying to guide it rather than shoot it. Chuck hit that very good. It's I got an angle and he's dead safe behind it. I don't see any edge on that one. I think this one you gotta jump. You can jump bank this one. He's looking at the kick, the spin kick. And I for sure thought he would jump bank this. And he didn't call anything. You gotta make sure you call a ball here when you're always worth it. You know, you never know. But yeah, he got away with that. It was a good shot. I think he can see the 6, but I don't see him making it really. It's another safety behind the stack. Made us a little close to the rail for the side. Old Chuck's got a piece of chalk with on a stick that he can put in his pocket, but he refuses to do so. He always keeps it on the table beside him. I believe he called that in the corner. I don't like this. I mean, I can't imagine he's 100% trying to make this ball. Damn if he didn't, though. I just didn't see any shape, and obviously it's, man, you're shooting for such a small window, and that's such a great shot to mess that shape up, you know. It's, again, deserved better, but that was just, it was always going that way, you know. Your odds of hitting that safe or hitting that window are pretty small. Again, what a great shot. Looks like Ethan will spin kick on this too. Again, you gotta call something. You know, why not? Oh man, overspun it. That's kind of hard to do from there. Well, it's you know, I don't say he's got to work, but he's got to move the cue ball a little bit around, you know, to get the perfect shape on the 8. But you got a few pockets to shoot in here. Just pick which way you like best and feel best control. So the best you're going to control the cue ball. I like this. I like the forward. Anytime I can roll it, I like it better than stunning it. So roll forward 2 rails, and yeah, you get straight in on the 8, and then yeah, all you got to do is just back it up a little for the 9. I mean, it's all about shape on the 8 here. That's a little short. You want to be off that rail. Get that a little harder and a foot closer. I mean, this makes their shot infinitely easier. Now you're a long ways away and a little angle, and got to fire it and hold the 9. It makes it a little harder. Again, that's where the shape cost him, I think. You know, yeah, if he'd been a foot closer to that ball, he'd have made it. I think. But now what's old Chuck gonna do? I think I'm playing safe for sure behind the 9, cue ball behind the 9-10. But looks like he called that ball up in the corner. He called something. I like taking my chances and putting the 8 on the other side of the table up against the rail and hopefully get the cue ball behind 9-10. Even if you don't get the cue ball behind 9-10, you know, it's, if you get the 8 ball good enough, you don't have to. You know? I think he just called safe. But you don't have to call safe at 10 ball, but. That is one rule in straight pull that most people might not know is you can actually call safe in straight pull and make the ball, and it will spot up. It does not count as a point. It just is a dead ball and spots right up. So a lot of times you'll do that as a safety option if you have one ball at the bottom of the rack and like a full rack on the other end of the table. instead of trying to do some crazy breakout, just call safe and make that ball, and it's a full rack for your opponent at the bottom of the table. Hit that pretty good. That's somebody who doesn't play that type of safety. That's not too bad. He might have more than he thought. Again, like I said, from my angle, looks like he got at least half the ball, but I think Ethan's got enough ball to do whatever he wants to, I believe. Should be a safety. He might have only had a piece of it. It's not bad. It's a lot of distance, so I don't see. He can't go for the bank here. It's a sellout, so you gotta trust your safety play. That's pretty good. That looks pretty safe from my angle. Looks like you can get a little piece of it, maybe. If you can come in behind it and kick it down the table, that's obviously a great option. The cue ball goes back to the back rail that way. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to get a rail, though. Yep. That is a foul. No rail. Yep. That's the tough part when you try to hit that, and try to play it as a safety. You risk not getting the rail like that, trying to be too delicate. Obviously, if you hit a little harder, it would hit the rail, but it would bounce straight up and, it's sitting right in front of the hole. So, kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't on that one. We'll see what kind of shape Chucky's playing for here. Looks like maybe just one rail. He hit it pretty good. I don't like that one rail, though. It's so hard to judge that speed. Man, he hit it great. If he makes these two, he'll take a 3-game lead first one of the set. Off angle, he's got a little cut here. You don't have to worry about scratching the side. Maybe worry about a scratch in the corner, and it'd be the top left, but probably not hitting it hard enough to get down there. You just got to make sure you make it, and this is also one of those, if you miss it, you want to miss it, but if you do miss it, you want to undercut it so it stays on that bottom rail. If you overcut it, then it hits the bottom rail and sets up right in front of the pocket. So you have to err on the overcut here. Like I said, and then that does bring that scratch into play down the bottom of the table. You hit it great. That's all right. So first 3-game lead of the match. Justin Applequist is up here running balls like an 800 Fargo. He's just cutting balls in from all over the table, and I think he's anxious to play somebody. So we got to get him an opponent. He says it's easy on the Gold Crown. He has a Gold Crown at home. He likes a straight pool, so trying to get him in playing a little bit more 9-ball. It's good to be able to play all the games. Just different strategies, different strokes, different types of shots. So. I think John Meyer said he wanted the winner of this one, so we have some action lined up down the road. You guys are enjoying this or hating it or whatever, we're going to have more of it. So we are won't say we're nearing the home stretch yet, but you know, we're definitely past the halfway point here. I think we're definitely going to hit the over on our match time, where we predicted 3 hours to start with. So. It wasn't it didn't sound great. It sounded a little bit miscue or something. It didn't sound super solid. It's going to be a pretty good safety there. Got the 7 as a little extra coverage. So it's going to make the kick a little tougher either way you go. To explain his options here. Again, neither player is known as a fast player. They both like to take their time, check out all their options, and then check them out again. So if you need a bathroom break, this might be a good time. You might be looking at the same shot when you come back. I can hear Larry Rockamore now just saying, shoot it. But you know, when it's your turn at the table, you take as long as you want. Unless there's a shot clock. Alright, check is calling the 1. So we're playing cue ball foul only, unless you're in the act of shooting. Great hit. That's a Greg Kane rule. Shout out to Greg Kane. He runs some great tournaments around, but his tournaments were the first time I heard that. So it's basically cue ball foul only. But if you're in the act of shooting the ball and hit, or an object ball moves, then it is a foul. But if you're just like bridging over a ball and it moves, you can put it back. But if you're actually in the act of shooting, then it does become a foul, which I think is a good rule, and that's what these guys are playing. That's another good safety here by Ethan. This will be a little bit easier to hit from Chuck. That was a great hit on the last one. That was a big bridge over the ball and a little 2-rail hit. So I imagine he'll spin this around 2-rail. He should have enough. So he's calling the 1 ball in the side. Off about 3 balls, I think he said. Well, that's going to result in a foul. So, Ethan's ball in hand. Well, there's a lot of traffic in this table, so you know, run out's going to be tough. I mean, they're all there, but you know, it's I wouldn't put this ball that far where I'm stretching on it like this. You know, pull it back another foot where you can, you know, that extra foot's not going to kill you. But he hit it good. Alright, if I can't quite see the angle, if you straight in, just roll it forward a little bit for 3 on the side. Also draw it a little for 3 in the corner, but it should be 3 on the side, 4 on the side, I would imagine. He's just missing. It's definitely not sharp tonight. Ethan has been really getting up for the tournaments. He gets into a tournament match and he does play very well. So his game has definitely, his concentration for tournament play has gotten a lot better. So, who knows what's going on here. Just some days you're just not sharp. Sometimes you're just not focused. Sometimes you just don't have a good feel for the table. And there's all kinds of reasons. But like I said, it's definitely a little bit under par for Ethan's game. And Chuck, for the most part, is taking advantage of that, And when the matches drag on like this, too, a lot of times it's tough to get into a rhythm, It's a lot of safety play back and forth, so, you might go 10 minutes before you even try to run 5 balls, So, that's why, having patience in one pocket and straight for some of these other games where you have to be patient and then pounce. It's definitely an art to that, different mindset. So you got to be willing to play 5 safeties in a row and then run out, or then run 3 balls and then play another safety or 2. So you gotta. It can be grueling. It's a tough mindset. So. Same situation for Chuck. It's, all the balls are technically wide open, but, there's no dot-to-dot run out. So you're going to have to work for, if the 5 goes by the 7, it makes it a lot easier, but, it looks like it does. But, it ain't connect the dots. So you got to work a little bit here and there. I don't like coming backwards for this 3. I always like rolling forward if I can. It's so tough to judge that speed. See, it's, you go forward, at least you let your stroke out. That was a good try. So he left Ethan a tough cut in the side here, but, depending on the angle he likes, he can go forward 3 rails or draw it 1 rail. Looks like he's going forward. Hit it good. Let's see if he avoids all the traffic here. Alright, well. It's going to be a little tricky from the 4 to the 5 here. Even though the 7's in front of the pocket, it's not a good angle to get where you need to get on the 5. You're going to have a weird back cut, or you're going to be playing a carom. You can maybe go rail first on the 4 here if you're feeling confident. That's what he did. He hit it really good. That's maybe the little jolt he needs to win this rack and keep this set close. He's calling the 7. So you either have to make sure you don't make the 5, or you just have to play as if you're gonna make it, but you gotta kind of commit one way or another. Wow, I'm surprised that ball hung up. It looked deep enough in there. I didn't think that was gonna rattle. Some big break for Chuck there. So now, see if Chuck can take advantage. Getting on the 6 shouldn't be that hard to get on the 7 or on the 8. If you stay short of the 6 here, you gotta get out in the middle of the table so you can get below the 8. You don't want to have to stay on the bottom side of the 8 here. So he's all right. Nice. He got the proper angle. So yeah. Just roll down. Take you a little angle on the 8 because you're gonna need it. Yeah. So. Okay. Just gotta have confidence enough to stroke this and get it back, draw it back toward that side pocket, but not scratch. A little soft. That's I'm trying to be careful. Like I said, the side pocket was definitely in his mind. So now he's short. Now he's got to really work for this. You cut it either way, but you got to stroke it either way to get back to. I mean, obviously you want to be right back where the 9 is. That'd be great. So you got to go 3 rails back in the middle of the table or draw it. I don't like drawing it. Okay, he's taking a long shot. Looks like he's pretty straight in, so it's just make it. Let's see if he does the shuffle. Oh, he hit that great. Stayed nice and still on that. Nice shot.
and on the iPad, I started looking at the angles. I can't see the angle over here, but I can. It's about the TV's about a minute behind. My iPad's about I don't know 2 seconds behind, so I can't kind of see the mark stuff on the thing either.
Well, that was a fine shot by Ethan. He took a little break. I think he's trying to refocus and get a few games here and get this match a little closer and put a little pressure on Chuck. Chuck going back to his chalk on the side. He's calling the 4 ball in the side. I think Chuck caught a foul on himself there. I think he double hit or hit the 10 or something, but I don't know. I'm commending your honesty over here for the world to see. Let's see how Ethan gets on this 3 ball here. And he can go forward or backwards here. I like going forward, even though that 9 can be a big ball. You gotta go forward and you gotta just pick you a spot up there, you know, past that side pocket and get there. He did not get past the side pocket. But he hit it soft enough where he still left himself a shot. There's been a lot of tentative shots from Ethan tonight and stuff like that. A little tight, maybe. He's calling the cut in the corner. That's a tough shot. That's a hanger, but enough to stretch for Chuck. I mean, he's got to hit this ball pretty good to get back up on top of this 4, but if he does that, even if he can just do the carom on the 5, then everything sets up pretty good. Alright, that should be good enough though. Looks like he's cutting the 4 in here. Like I said, from my angle, it looks like the carom is on, but maybe I'm just looking at that funny. So if he goes 4 on the side, he's got to come around the table for the 5 side. So he's got to move the cue here a little. Oh, no, maybe not. I tell you, I don't like shooting this ball in the corner. And he hit it good, but man, I think he's hooked. If not, it's still a hard-ass shot. That's why I would have sent the cue all around the table for try to play the 5 on the side as well. He's going back to the chalk. Again, not sure why he doesn't keep it in his pocket, but who knows? Chuck's an interesting guy. We're all a little interesting. We all have our own little quirks. Wow, he hit it really good. He would have had shape. I mean, he hit that about as good as you could hit it without making it. All right, let's see if Ethan can take advantage. So he really needs this game. He don't want to go down 9-4. That's starting to, too much to come back. But 8-5 sounds a hell of a lot better, doesn't it? If you're in Ethan's camp. I know we got a few side bets here amongst our group, so definitely some interested parties. He's nodding his head. That's kind of the way the match has been going for him so far tonight. It's, if you try to get cute with this, you could definitely mess it up. So, this first shot's the key here. I don't like the 7-8 combo because the 7 ball it stays near enough to the pocket, but and the 7 goes in the corner off the 8, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to move the 8, so I think he's going to try to roll down and play the 7 in the top left, but let's see how he hits it, and let's see how good a cue ball control we got here. Obviously, you like to be all the way down straight in, but it's easy to come up short. I like to pick a spot like the last diamond before the 8, and then try to go down to there. And yeah, pretty good. He got down there pretty good. That's about the between those last 2 diamonds. So that's not bad. And this one, it's easy to take this shot for granted. So you gotta just focus on making it. I mean, you can't get bad shape on the 8 from here. So just make it. It does not matter. All right, first job done. Okay, he's putting his head down, but I think that's not bad. Even if he has a little across his line, I don't think that's bad enough to. You go up and down the table pretty easily here. I don't think you're going to get straight in on the 10, but you're going to get a very makeable shot. Yep, that's all you need. It's a big shot here. Okay. 9-4. Chuck is 2 away from winning. All right. Ethan's still in this. That's all for Justin. He's pounded as many into the rails. He's up crack of dawn. All right, like I said, Justin's looking for some action out here, so hopefully we'll have him on the stream showing what he's made of here sometime in the next couple weeks. He avoided the scratch. So again, break's been a little tough in this match. Neither one has really figured it out yet. We got a little cricket invading the table space. Alright, Ethan's going for safety. I mean, we call Chuck the grinder, but Ethan has been known to grind out a match or two. He likes these tournament matches where, I mean, he don't like them. But, I've seen him many times down 5-1 in a tournament match, and next thing you know, it's an hour later and it's 6-6. You know, he's more than capable of catching up here. But I said, see, and he's patient. Like I said, he just got to make a ball. He's had a couple opportunities in the last couple racks to catch up. He just hasn't taken advantage of them.
I'll text you tomorrow. I met him down at my house. His name is Will. His name is Tony Coates. So how big is he? 6'7". Oh, okay. Really nice kid. So he was gonna come up today.
Okay. Chuck's trying to let Ethan get going here. Ethan needs to see if he does. Ethan needs to see a few balls go in the hole here. You know, it's help that confidence. Like a basketball player, you gotta make a few free throws and just see the ball go in the hoop and get your confidence back and start making them. I don't think he got out far enough on that. Coming back over here with my buddy Jimbo. Had to go. Oh, well, that didn't work out for Ethan there. Luckily, the table's still a little congested, so it's going to be a tough run out. It's nice to have the iPad here to, yeah, we can, iPad's on a few second delay, but we at least get the camera view so we can see the angles a little bit better. So I'm over here with, I see Mr. Jeff Copeland is watching. Or at least was. I see your comment there, buddy. I saw a great meme about Romo. Had Jim asking him, what do you think the keys are to this match? And Romo answers, I'm not allowed to have keys. Copeland's wanting to find him a match. I think he's an APA 8. He'll tell you he's probably a 6 or so, but I think he's probably an APA 7-7. I think that's what I'm guessing. So we have John Meyer looking for a match. I think he's an APA 7-7. So that'd be a fun one. That'd be a shootout. Chuck's going for the kick here. It's a tight window here. I'm standing right behind the shot here. That's a very, very tight window between that 8 and 5. If you put a whole lot of English either way, it's going to squirt and hit either ball. So you almost have to do this with like no English just to keep it on line. But he has called the 4 in the corner. So that's a good hit. And I keep saying it's always better than balling in. I don't know if Ethan's going to play safe behind the 8 here or take a pot shot at it. I don't think it ain't worth taking a shot at it. It doesn't get much on the 5 unless he just draws it back. He might be feeling aggressive though. He's going to make something happen. John Mayer just commented, let's set it up. It looks like we'll have a John Mayer, Jeff Copeland match in our future. Well, Ethan did fire it back. Look at that. Sometimes you gotta make some things happen. Especially when you're down and like I say you need to see something go in. That was a nice stroke there. Stroke that very nice. Very smooth. See if he can run this up and yeah, 7 in the corner, 8 in the side. He might be trying to claw his way back into this. Okay, well, he's a little short on there, but 7 in the corner, 8 in the corner, still good too. Just gotta watch the side pocket here. Oh, he overcut it just a smidge, but he still got it. Oof. That's a tough little shot here. This combo is not straight in at all. And the way you have to shoot it, the cue wants to go to the right, 8 wants to go to the left after the combo, so it's even tougher in that respect. But there's no obvious safety right here. So I mean, that's a tough little dilemma here. I mean, I think I end up going for the combo, just you know. It's man, that's tough. That's so hard, so delicate. I mean, again, a little harder. Cue balls behind the 10, a little softer. 8 balls behind the 9. So left in that perfect window. That's all right. You can go forward and spin it around, or you can just come backwards and right over the spot. You know, from here, I kind of like coming backwards over the spot. You know, it's not my normal style, but that's yeah. It just seemed to be set up perfect for it. And now he's on the rail a little bit. I think Jim's over here giving Chuck the hex behind his back. Let's see. I think you just make it and take the 10 on the side you're standing at, but I wouldn't do too much with it. Yep, that's what I liked. That seemed to set up nice for that. Oh, Ethan is giving him the game. Look at that. Commentator's gonna have to go make himself a Tony Romo drink here. So Chuck is first to the hill. We could be calling it a night soon, or we could be here another hour if Ethan gets on a roll. We'll have to see how these next couple games come out. We are right at the 3-hour mark right now, too. So if you had the over in the match time, then you're a winner. Chuck is called the 8 ball. If he makes this combo, the table is looking pretty good. I think there was a bigger gap between those than I originally thought. All right, here's Ethan's chance. If I was him, I wouldn't take too much time here and just try to get in a stroke, you know, just 2-stroke everything, bang, 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 you know. Don't overthink too much. Yeah, alright, he's offline here. I don't think he holds the 3 here, so, I mean, you gotta make this ball, but, you know, here I like snatching it over and put some bottom on this ball, you know. I don't like slow rolling it, but yeah, pretty good. Yeah, I think he kept enough angle to make him. Going lefty here. I don't see him go lefty too much. Bad thing is, naturally he wants to send you right back down toward the 9. You've got enough outside on this, so you have a little scratch in the side. Okay, you beat all that, so it's maybe a little confidence booster, left-handed and all. Of course, it ain't easy. Never is. Going to his extra extension. You know, if he can run these out, you know, get a little confidence and get the next one, and then, you know, if you can get to like 10-7, that'll put, oh my gosh. And I was just stretched out and didn't get any action on the cue like he wanted either. And he was trying to draw that back for the 5, so. And now he's frustrated. Can't quite see the angle here, if he can come around the 5 or not. Yeah, I believe he can. Looks like he should be able to stay under it, because you're not trying to get straight in on the 5 anyway. You want that little flat angle to be able to keep that angle on the 6. Yeah, there you go. So just chop it and get pretty close to straight in on the 6, even though that's going to be a stretch. You know, you think of it, but you know, you're going to be using the bridge or an extension if you're over there, you know, pretty close to the 6. So, is that pretty good? Yeah, you got to where you don't even need the bridge. Stretch though, so I like to draw this back for the side, but I don't know if he's We gotta do that or not. Oh yeah, wow, hit it great. That was perfect. Yeah, you just roll this right in the rail, and it's a perfect angle to be on the 8. And you know, as long as you ain't too straight in. Yeah, that middle diamond, or between the middle diamond and the last diamond, that's almost a perfect angle. Yeah, just make this, and you almost can't get wrong on the 9. A little short in the corner, a little long in the side, and you know, just concentrate on making this ball. I just tell myself, just make this. I said they're gonna have something on the 9. You don't try to do anything stupid to get a little better. Exactly. I mean, hit it great. Perfect speed. I mean, yeah, that's like ball in hand shape there. Looks like Chuck Miller closed the door here. That's I guess a little bit of a surprise. I think most people liked Ethan in this match, but that Chuck's crafty. Ethan obviously didn't have his best game there, but great friends, you know. A fun match. Thanks everybody for watching. Hopefully the commentary wasn't as bad as the play. No, I'm just kidding. But we'll see you next time from the rabbit hole. Congratulations to Chuck Miller, the first Wednesday champion.